After that, let's go ahead and get centered. Sitting comfortably, letting the eyes close, legs uncrossed, feet on the floor, and feel that support of the floor coming up into the feet. Feel it rising up through your chair, into your seat. And feel your body arrive. You've been doing things and moving around the world all day. Let yourself stop for a moment and simply arrive here. Arriving with a sense of gratitude that you've made it to this point. Doesn't mean it had to have been an arduous journey to get here, but that you have arrived. Gratitude for that. And so often in our lives, we spend so much energy and time trying to get places that by the time we get there, we don't actually think about arriving in those moments, being in those moments. It's off to the next ambition or task. For this process today, you can simply just be present with your mind, present with your body and breath, and that any obligation or urgency or thing that needs to be figured out or done will get taken care of, just not right now. This is time that you've consciously set aside in your day to not have to worry about any of that. This is your break. Feeling that breath moving in your body. We'll take a few big breaths together. So breathing slowly, inhale, fill the lungs to capacity. And then exhale slowly. And allow the lungs to empty as completely as you can without straining. And then inhale fully again. Then exhaling completely again. And do that 3 more times. Big breath in and out. One more breath. And then let your breath adjust. Allowing your eyes to slowly open, bringing yourself back to the space around you. Good. So go ahead and slide forward, please. And just have your feet flat on the floor, heels underneath your knees. Your knees are about hip width apart, a nice stable stance. Good. And then go ahead and let your arms hang heavy by your side, and we'll begin with some neck stretching. So spine is nice and tall. Go ahead and drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Then bring the head back up to center and bring the right ear toward the right shoulder. And just keep teeter-tottering or seesawing back and forth, ear to shoulder, back up again, ear to shoulder. You might feel that one side of the neck is tighter than the other. And that's okay. That's pretty normal. Well, we'll do more work with that here in a moment. But just keep going from side to side. It's just like we're starting to get some mobility in the muscles around the neck. And also just exploring what's there. Good. So building on this exercise, take an ear to the shoulder and then roll forward, chin down to your chest, and take the other ear to its shoulder. Stop there and then reverse it. Roll the chin down to the chest, ear to shoulder. Rolling forward, ear to shoulder, doing these half circles with the neck. Feeling the back of the neck and the sides of the neck stretch here. Just let the arms be heavy here. And breathe. Don't worry about rolling back on the neck right now. We'll do something for that here in a moment. Just worry about the sides of the neck and rolling forward. Side to side, breathing as you move. And noticing, is there a point along this rotation that just feels a bit more important than every other point? Maybe it feels good. Maybe it feels not good. And that's what makes it important. Wherever that point is, go ahead and roll to that point and stop. Keep the shoulders heavy. And just breathe at that point for a moment or two. Giving that point a little bit of extra breath, a little bit of extra love. Good. Then go ahead and roll your chin down to your chest and then bring the head up to center. Now, already, just from that practice, you might start to feel like there's more space along the sides of the neck and the back of the neck. So add that to your day anytime you need to. The next thing we're gonna do is stretch the front of the neck. It's kind of a neck class today. So I'm gonna come closer to the camera. You can just stay where you're at, but coming closer so you can see what's happening in the body here. You're going to interlace your fingers and press your palms on top of your chest, okay? And then you're gonna weight the flesh of the chest downward, squeeze your elbows in toward your sides. Good. And then lift your chin and turn it diagonally away from one of your thumbs. Let the chest or the jaw hang open here. And take some deep breaths into your chest. Feeling that big stretch along the front of the neck, the top of the chest. One more breath here. And then go ahead and roll the chin forward, head to center. Good. Now we're going to go up in the other direction now. So again, interlace your fingers, re-interlace them. Place the hands on top of the chest again. Weight the flesh down, squeeze the elbows in. Lift your chin and turn it in the other direction, diagonally away from that other thumb. And breathe into your chest here. Feeling that stretch in the front of the neck. All right. Go ahead and roll the chin forward and release. Good. Now the whole neck feels nice and open. This next one is a jaw stretch. We do this one quite often, but just as a refresher, with an inhale, which I usually like to inhale as I do it, you're going to stretch your jaw open as wide as you can and open your eyes as wide as you can. And we're going to do this 3 times, and you're just going to hold it for maybe 3 or 4 seconds, then release. We'll take a moment, and then we'll repeat it twice. All right? So when you're ready, take a deep breath in and open your jaw and eyes as wide as you can. And release. It's funny to watch myself doing that. We're going to do it again. When you're ready, open it up as wide as you can. And release. On this last round, we're going to go a little bit longer. So it's going to feel a bit tender. It might even hurt a little bit, but that's okay in this case, okay? So when you're ready, deep breath in. And release. That might feel tender for a bit, but that's okay. That's okay. That's good releasing. It's good releasing. Add that one into your day as long as you, or as often as you can remember. I do it like in the grocery store. It weirds people out, but you know, that's what masks are for. If you wear your mask, nobody will notice you doing that. Good. So still sitting at the front of your chair, nice stable stance here. Let your arms hang heavy and start to shake your hands. And it's like you're flicking the fingers, like there's something on the tips of your fingers that you're just trying to get off. Shake, shake, shake. Some of you have done this before and you know where we're going. So just breathe with it, okay? And get the elbows involved a little bit. It's more of the arms shaking here. Begin to take the arms out to the sides a bit. And if you don't have space out to the sides, you can take your arms forward instead. Shake, shake, shake. Get all the way up into the elbows and shoulders. Shake. Go ahead and take the arms overhead and shake, shake. And we're going to go for 30 more seconds. Don't stop, just keep going. I know your mind's going to say a lot about, oh, it's tired. I don't want to go further. Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't think about it. Sometimes you can't overthink things. Don't do it here. Breathe and flick and shake and flick and shake, 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 shake. Breathe, of course. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Drop your arms down. Oh, it's almost like ticklish sometimes when I release that one. I was like, oof. Feeling the tingling in the arms and hands, that circulation returning to the arms. Let's maybe up in the shoulders and neck a little bit here. And I do that one, or recommend it, I should say. I personally do it, but I also recommend it when you're kind of in a funk, when you're kind of stuck in maybe a fight or flight cycle in your mind, whether that's fear or fighting or whatever it might be for you. You might even notice that you feel a little bit lighter emotionally after doing that. We only did it for 1 minute. I make some people do it for 2. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is take our knees and feet into the wider stance. So a little bit wider than your shoulders, heels underneath your knees, toes pointing out 45 degrees. So that if you lean from side to side, you do not fall over. So check that out real quick and make sure that that's true for you. Okay, so for this one, I'll demonstrate really quickly. Your hands go on your thighs or knees, and I have my fingertips pointing inward so that I can bend my elbows easily. And we're just gonna swing from side to side here. And your head can swing with you. If that feels unstable on the neck, just keep the head in line with the spine instead, okay? You can make this as expressive as you want to. You can make it as uh, contained as you want to. So hands on the thighs or knees. Go ahead and bend the elbows coming down as far as it feels comfortable for you right now. And then just start swinging from side to side. It's like the spine is a whip. And you're just swinging it from side to side. Keeping the hips anchored as much as you can. And breathe, okay? Again, this can be a big, expressive, dramatic movement. It can feel a bit more contained if that's what you need. And breathe and swing. Just helping to release some of that tension in the spine. There's also some stretching for the sides of the body and the lower back here as well. We're gonna go for about maybe 25 more seconds or so. Keep swinging. This could be slower, this could be quicker. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Just come into the forward fold here. Legs wide, just hanging down as far as you can, and let your head release so the chin drops in toward the throat. Good. Then carefully sit up. And take an adjusting breath here, feeling yourself ground. So sometimes, I realize the benefit of some of these exercises after having done them many times. And this time I realized that one thing that swinging from side to side does, in addition to everything else I mentioned, it actually starts to move around the internal organs at the belly. So kind of like a churning of the belly in a good way, which can help with digestion. So just throwing that out there for you. So keeping the knees and feet in this wider stance, we're still sitting on the edge of the chair. Go ahead and bring your elbow down on your left elbow, that is, onto your left thigh, right hand on the right hip for now. And then go ahead and roll the right shoulder back. Good. Think about rooting your right hip down onto the chair, and then lift your right arm up and overhead, out over the left toes. And again, roll the right shoulder back, coming into a lateral stretch. And breathe. Good. Then release the right arm back and sit on up. And then we'll do the other side. Bring your right elbow down onto your right thigh or knee, left hand on the left hip, and then roll the left shoulder back. And then keeping the left hip on the chair, lift the left arm up and over, out over the right foot, or at least in that direction, and feel the big length on the left side of your body as you roll the left shoulder back a bit more. And try to keep the head in line with the spine here. It's tempting just to drop the head down. Keep it engaged. Ground that left hip. Good. Then release the left arm. Sit on up. And then go ahead and bring the knees and feet into the narrow stance. So just as wide as your hips, heels stacking underneath the knees for stability. Good. With your arms by your side to start, inhale, lift your arms up and overhead. With your exhale, take your right arm forward, your left arm behind you, and twist, looking behind you. Inhale, unwind, lift the arms up, come back to center, and we'll go the other way. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back, twist, looking behind you. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, go back to the first side. Twist. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, go to the second side and twist. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Unwind. And twist. Unwind. And let's hold the pose this time. Take your right arm forward, your left arm back, and stay in the posture. Sitting up nice and tall as you inhale. Exhale, roll the left shoulder back even further. Again, we're looking behind ourselves, or as far to the left as you can. Good. Inhale, unwind, lift the arms up, please. Exhale, take the left arm forward, take the right arm back, twist. Sitting up nice and tall as you inhale, rolling that right shoulder further back as you exhale, looking as far to the right behind you as you can. Good. Inhale, unwind. Lift the arms up. And then stay seated forward. Release the arms on down. Hands on your thighs. I'm going to turn sideways. You can keep facing forward. With your inhale, go ahead and take the shoulders back, look up, turn the chest toward the ceiling. Then exhale, round to the upper back. Look down at your lap, feel the shoulder blades widen. Inhale, open back up again. Exhale, round the upper back. Lower back stays still here. Everything's happening in the upper back. Inhale, opening up as much as you can. Exhale, rounding the upper back as much as you can. Keep going. And then open up, turn the chest to look up and stay. Feel the shoulder blades squeezing towards one another and maybe even drawing the shoulders up toward your ears just a little bit here. Good. Then round the upper back, look down at your lap, feel the shoulder blades separate. Staying here for a few breaths. And then sitting up nice and tall. Release your shoulders down. Good. So I'm going to ask you to slide halfway back on your chair now. Just halfway. Don't go all the way. Just halfway. Enough so that if you reach your hand down, you'll be holding onto the cushion of your chair or the side of your chair. Something that you can get a nice grip going with, all right? So I'm going to ask you to do that with your left hand. Just hold onto the chair. Nice firm grip here. You're not pulling at all. You're just holding. And with your left hand gripping, you're going to go ahead and lean gently to the right. And this tractions the arm out of the shoulder joint a little bit, which is a good thing in this case. And let your right ear drop in the direction of your right shoulder. Good, then come back up. And we'll do the other side. Right arm down, holding on, just kind of, again, a nice firm grip. And then lean to the left. Left ear dropping in the direction of the left shoulder. Feeling the arm traction and the length on the side of the neck here. Good, then sitting back up. All right, take a deep breath in. With your exhale, go ahead and fold down over your thighs. The hands can stay on the legs or they can hang to the floor. Either version you do, let the chin drop in towards your throat, the head dropping gently. All right, with your next inhale, please roll yourself back up. And we'll spend the last few minutes we have together today in meditation. So slide to the back of your chair, please, sitting comfortably. Taking a deep breath in and out, again, feeling yourself come to a point of non-movement. Again, arriving in the present moment. Here with this body now. What's going on in this body now? After the stretching we've done, the movement we've done, No expectation that anything has to be good, bad, or otherwise. Just take in stock. How is the body feeling? And of course, that answer might change depending on where you focus in your body. Let all experiences be true. And then we'll return to the expanded breathing we did at the beginning of class. So keeping the breath slow and steady. Inhale, fill your lungs to a full yet comfortable point, not straining. And then exhale to a complete point where you are not straining. Full expansive breath in and complete breath out. Again, this is a slow breath. Big breath in, complete breath out, and we'll continue for just a few more rounds of breath. And as you complete this next exhalation, go ahead and release the effort, release the technique. And feel yourself calmer, maybe a bit more awake, a bit more at peace, a bit more here. And with that sense of presence, go ahead and take a deeper, fuller breath. And bring the palms together, rubbing them together, creating heat. And take the heated palms over your eyes, brushing over the top of the head, down the neck, and bringing yourself back to the space around you.